So Booleans are quite simple. They're literally just true and false. Those are the only two Booleans. That's it. Make sure that when you're typing them, you're using capital letters, or use capital letters for the first letter. Such as if we do this, you can see the computer or the Python doesn't understand what that is. So make sure first letter is capitalized. So what this video is going to be about is mainly these things called Boolean operators. So I believe Boolean operators, they are basically operators that will return a Boolean. So if you have like 1 plus 3, that plus sign is an operator. This will give you an integer back, a number or an integer. Boolean operators are similar, except that you're getting a Boolean in the end. So the first Boolean operator I'd like to talk about is not. Let's print these actually. So this is self-explanatory. Not true. That's just false. Not true is false. Not false is true, obviously. We just run it anyways, though, as you can see. Next up, and. So this one you're going to have two Boolean values, so such as true and false. Here, this expression will only be true if both this and this evaluate to true. So in this case, that's not the case. They're both false. Or it's true and false, so it gets false. If they're both false, it's false. If they're both true, it's true. If we do or, only one of the two has to be true for it to be evaluated as true. So we got true here. True or false. That's true. False or false is going to be false. So you could think of it like if I asked you a question. Let's make a comment. Is it sunny and raining? So you'd only say, okay, actually no. It is sunny and raining. Now this statement is only true if it is both sunny and raining outside. If one of these is false, like it's not sunny, then this is a false statement. If they're both false, obviously it's false. If we change this to or, it is sunny or raining, then if only one of them is true, the whole statement is true. So just like, with the English language, the and the or work the same way. Next up, in. So this is like, it's also kind of self-explanatory when you see it. So let's say 1 in this list. So this asks the question, is the integer 1 in this list? If so, return true. If not, return false. So 1 is in the list, so we get true. Let's say we did 4. This would give us false. Now, this would work with strings too. Is hello in this list? Yes, so true. Now let's say we did something like this. Is the string 1 in the string 1, 2, 3? Oh, sorry. In 1, 2, 3. This also works. This evaluates to true. Obviously, if we make this 4, there is no 4 in that string, so false. One thing to note is that when you're checking if something is in a string, this thing on the left also has to be a string itself. It can't just be, it just can't be another data type. So if we do this, we'll get an error. You see the error? Requires string as left operand. So this thing on the left has to be a string, not an integer, is what it's saying. Next up, something called equals equals. So there is a notable difference. This is something that people typically mess up. The difference between equals and equals equals. So this is how I like to think of it. Let's say we have a equals 3. This asks the doesn't ask the question. This is like a statement. It's saying a is equal to 3. It's stating that. Whereas if we do something like this, this asks a question. Is A equal to 3? So that is the difference between this and equals and equals equals. Obviously, equals is used to set, basically to create variables, whereas equals equals is, it'll return a Boolean. So this will return true or false. So let's do it. Print A equals 3. This asks the question, is A equal to 3? It is, so we get true. Obviously, if it's different, false. Let's go over to not equals. So this is the same thing as equals equals, except obviously the opposite. It's not equals. So A is not equal to 4. That expression that's true. It's true that A is not equal to 4. A is equal to 3, so the expression A is not equal to 3 is false. Next up, greater than. So A is not greater than 3, so this is false. A is also not less. Okay. Obviously, maybe this is getting a bit repetitive. That'll be true. Let's do less than. That's false. 3 is not less than, or A is not less than 2. A is 3. Change this to 4. Now it's true. And of course, we're going to have greater than or equal to. False. This time, if it's 3, true. And then less than or equal to. We should get true again because A is less than or equal to 3. Of course, And 2, we should get false. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and please make sure to leave any feedback and questions in the comment section.